So this is a brief history of Channel, looking at the front pages of newspapers from specific historical periods, and we're looking at Tuesday the 5th of September 1939. Daily Mirror, as always. So, Kiel Canal is bombed by the RAF. Direct hits on 2 warships. RAF planes bombed German vessels at Wilhelmshaven and Brunsbüttel at the entrance of the Kiel Canal yesterday. Several direct hits were registered on a German battleship in the roads. A battleship moored alongside the mole at Brunsbüttel was seriously damaged. German aircraft and AA guns caused some casualties. So this feels like a morale-boosting story, because although we received some casualties, we downed 2 warships, which is, great news if you are starting a war. This dramatic announcement was made by the Air Ministry this morning. It followed one of the most amazing stories of any war, the Air Armada, which went to an enemy country on a peaceful mission. An official statement last night revealed that British aeroplanes raided Germany on the night war was declared. They did not drop a single bomb. Instead, they dropped 6 million copies of a message to German people. And you don't really hear about this story, so I'm quite intrigued as to what they said, because I've never heard about this before. The statement said, on the night of September the 3rd/4th, aircraft of the Royal Air Force carried out an extensive reconnaissance over northern and western Germany. They were not engaged by enemy aircraft. More than 6 million copies of a note to the German people were dropped over a wide area. The British Navy too had silently sailed to action stations naval activity, the Admiralty announced last night, and continues all seas. As of yet, there is no major operation to report. The Port of Dover is closed to commercial shipping. In 12 words yesterday, France issued her first communique of the war. It said, operations have been begun by the whole land, sea and air forces. It was reported that the heavy gunfire had been heard in Luxembourg, but a Paris message received last night said not a shot had been fired across the border. This was followed by France's second official war communique. It said, contacts have been progressively made on the front. French naval forces have taken up positions assigned to them. Aerial forces are proceeding with the necessary reconnaissance. So, sounds pretty good. Just going to zoom in on this bit here. Poles break through. From the Eastern Front came a stirring story which showed the spirit in which the Poles are defending their soil. In the Lenzo-Razik sector on the German-Silesian border, Polish troops broke through the Nazi line and carried their fighting onto the German territory. Civilians could not be prevented from accompanying the advancing Polish troops and fought at their side. In the face of the terrific fire from the enemy, youth and old man advanced with the storming infantrymen carrying munitions and hand grenades and singing the Polish national anthem. Contrast with this the exploit of 16 of Hitler's planes, 3 of which were shot down, that bombed Warsaw that day. A bomb struck a Girl Guides canteen, killing 10 girls and injuring others. Workmen immediately began attempts to dig them from the smoking ruins. That's not quite a good story. So obviously people got fined during war. So in this corner it says first war fines. For refusing to billet a mother and 2 children, a woman was fined £25, the maximum penalty at Carnarvon, Northern Wales yesterday. It was the first prosecution of the kind. The town clerk prosecuting said that Miss Sophia Parry of Argood North Road, Carnarvon, was asked twice to accommodate the mother and children, but refused. The charge against her was not complying with the requirements of the billeting order. First summons for non-compliance with lighting restrictions was heard at Clerkenwell EC yesterday. Charged under the defence regulations with displaying a light at his address in Highgate Road, which was visible which was visible from outside of the building, and also with obstructing a police officer in the execution of his duty. William Hunt, 83, was fined £2. And then Economic War Minister, midnight cabinet surprise. Surprise appointment in the cabinet and ministerial changes announced at midnight was that Mr. Ronald Hibbert Cross as Minister of Economic Warfare. Mr. Cross, who is MP for Rossendale Lancs, is a banker. He's been a Parliamentary Secretary to the Board of Trade since 1938. He served in the Royal Flying Corps in the last war. Mr. Cross, who is 43, is a wealthy man. His grandfather founded one of the largest cotton concerns in Lancashire, and it was after early association with the cotton trade that Mr. Cross became a merchant banker. Lord Macmillan becomes Minister of Information. And then there's a message to the King and his forces. So the King has sent the following telegram to Mr. Hore Belcher, Secretary for War. In all its long, glorious history, the British Army has never been called upon to take the field for a cause more just than which is ours today. It's never entered on a campaign of which the issues were graver or more vital to the future of our race and indeed of all civilization. I know well let you realise what is at stake, and in the struggle which lies ahead, every man in my armies will play his part with gallantry and devotion. It is my earnest prayer that God will have you in his keeping and grant success to your arms. Similar messages have been sent by the King to the Navy and Royal Air Force. So there's a lot going on the 5th of September. If you like these videos, then please do subscribe to my channel.